Well, I'm here with a top-notch yoga teacher, Baronem Baptiste, and just completing his level 1 training, Journey into Power. So, hey Baron, how are you doing?
It's good to be here with you, Pavel. Very good.
Thank you. So I got a few questions. Maybe the first one, how did you come to yoga and what made you to continue in yoga?
Yes. Well, my parents were yoga teachers. My father was a yoga master, and I was born into a yoga family, but each person needs to come to the practice for themselves, yeah? So even though I was born into it, that was a beautiful influence because it opened the door for me to yoga. And then as a teenager, I discovered yoga in a way that it just touched my heart, and I realized, there's a path here for me as a human being, and even as a very young person, maybe 15 years old, I realized this is my destiny to be a practitioner of yoga at that age, and so I practiced. And then I started teaching not too long after that. In my late teens, maybe around 18 years old, I started teaching quite a bit. And then in my early 20s, I started teaching full-time, and I realized that sharing the practice was the next level of expanding my practice. So teaching became a guru to me. Teaching became a teacher, and I needed to continue being a student, as I do today, a student of the practice and of yoga and of life, and yet teaching gives me the opportunity to share the practice with others and contribute to others so that they keep evolving, and then I get to keep evolving too. Yeah.
Oh, great. Thank you. And in Baptist Institute, you have some rules like true north alignment, and you have 5 pillars and so on.
Yes.
What would be, the top 3 you wouldn't practice without?
Yes.
Is there anything like this?
Yeah.
Like top 3 rules?
All the methodology that we use in Baptiste yoga is from traditional yoga lineage, yeah? And in the vinyasa practice that we do what I call power vinyasa, and the really key pillars of the practice that I feel are very foundational and fundamental to the vinyasa is drishti, the eye gaze, the drishti and the inner drishti, the third eye, but drishti ujjayi, the breath, the pranayama. So we've got and then bandhas. The bandhas are core locks of the body that contain the energy and keep the prana in the body and moving prana in the body, and drishti with ujjayi keep the energy flowing, moving, but also keep the prana building up in the body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these 3, yeah.
Yeah.
And there is an intention, like throughout the whole program, that we should stop pretend and live our true lives.
Yes.
That was really amazing experience, because mostly in the trainings like this and like the yoga trainings, you will just get some information about chakras, and all the yogi stuff, which is nice as well. But I think this is really important, not just for the people who will be here, but also for like everybody outside.
Yes.
So how did you come to this idea to get this into your program?
Yes. Well, I think that I got to also as a early young man, student of yoga, I collected a lot of knowledge. So I had a lot of knowledge of yoga, like the chakras and the 8 limbs and Yoga Sutras and the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, a lot of the traditional classic yoga teachings, but I had it as theory, and then I would practice that and teach that, but then there was something missing, and what was missing is my own authenticity. So I had a lot of knowledge and theory of yoga, but I didn't have the experience of yoga. And so I started, through meditation, awakening to the realization that really yoga in the experience of yoga is union. Yoga means union, yeah, but union with your real self.
Yeah.
And that more important than even collecting more knowledge. Knowledge is important, yeah.
Yes.
So it is important, but if you also need the union with the experience of yourself, and so I realized that anything that wasn't really myself was almost like wearing a mask, and that's not union. So I had to drop the mask and get to my real self through the truth. Different than knowledge is the truth, yeah, and the truth sets us free. And I had the experience of connecting to, my own authenticity, and it's very freeing. There's a lot of energy and vitality and creativity when we are just really in union with ourselves. Yeah, without any pretending or, mask or, like that, so.
Okay. And last question, would you have any core message to people out there, or for yoga teacher maybe?
Yeah.
Is there something like this you could share, like this?
Well, in Baptiste yoga, we really believe that yoga is for everyone from all walks of life, that you really can create a practice for yourself of yoga that gives you a whole new level of vitality, a whole new level of health, wholeness, and a new kind of freedom in life, in your body, freedom in your energy, freedom to be who you choose to be in life, and through yoga practice, you get freedom. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Baron.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for this journey in power.
Yeah, you've been very great, Pavel. Thank you.